intro. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. Okay, that was really stupid. Can we try that again? Okay, God, why are you always out of position? You know, when I say action, you stay in place.
Hello loves and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Okay, we're just gonna keep that. Anyways, so as you can tell by this bald look, I am doing look number 2 with the Jaclyn volume 2 palette, and I wanted to, I wanted to do some more of the bold colors that are very hard for us to figure out if they're good, if they're not, so that way I can let you know if they blend well, if they do well, if they go on well, if they're pigmented, if there's fallout, if there's, just problems. So I definitely went into a few of the bold colors here. Let's go this way. Thank you. Went into a few bold colors here, and you're gonna see how I created this look. It's definitely intense, okay? Just wanted to make sure you guys saw me. My third look is going to be something neutral, so if you're into that, trust me, I am going to be playing with these neutral colors, so come back so you can see it, okay? I wanted to do neutral today, but I know that a lot of people are curious about these pressed pigments and if they're good and if they blend good, because we could swatch them and they'd be great, and sometimes we put it on our eyes and that's a different chemistry from our skin on our arms, so that's how you truly find out if it's good. Now, not only that, I can't say if it's good because honestly we all have different chemistry, so what may work for one may not work for the other. So I always tell you guys to take any review with a grain of salt, because at the end of the day you don't know what's going to work for you. So if you really want it, then definitely get it and try it out. I have been loving it. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been loving it. I was really glad that I did purchase it and I didn't listen to a few of the negative thoughts, and not reviews, because every review I saw was pretty good. And I was like, okay, please let it be good for me. So anyways, let's go ahead and see how I created this look. So without further ado, let's do the do.
Remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, Down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, more times than I can get out. Down in the deep
so here is the look that I created. Like always, guys, I just wanted just a little intense. I know it's a little intense, okay? It wasn't meant to, but I wanted to use colors that, you know, I knew would be hard to create, hard to blend, you know, reds and blacks, which I went into Living My Best, and I went into Temptress, and I did some of these colors up here. These two, honestly, packing them on was easy. If you saw what I did, that's what I always try to do. I start a little bit. If you go in with too much, not only are you going to have tons of fallout, which I didn't have. I had maybe a few reds over here. But other than that, I just packed it on slowly but surely, and then I blended, because with pressed pigments, that's what you want to do. You wanna pack on, and then you want to lightly blend. My mistake was that I did the black and then the red, and I went in too in with the black. So when I was trying to go over with the red, the black is intense. Let me tell you, this black is intense. It was hard to blend them together. So next time what I would do is I will leave the black for last and do the other colors first, so that way, you know, it's a little bit easier to blend. But I kept at it, and I feel like I achieved where I wanted to get. These two colors, she had talked about putting shimmers in them to make it easier to blend, make it more pigment, because these colors are really hard to create. It's a hard formula, and I understand. I have many palettes that I have gone into colors like this, and I'm like, oh, this is beautiful, and all of a sudden I keep on trying to pack it to make it intense, and it goes bye-bye, and it just starts to basically just completely fall off. These didn't do that, so they're very intense. Thalia is definitely one of those glitters she was talking about that are new. I like these, but I feel these are more for toppers, in the sense that I had to put a lot to get this color right here. When I swatched it, it was a little lighter, but not as much as the lids. And I didn't go into, you saw I didn't put any Pierre Louise or anything like that, which I do want to do in the future to see if the colors are more intense, even though I feel like they're intense enough as it is. But it's definitely one of those loose glitters that she was talking about, because this one right here, which is Flawed and Odd, excuse me, that one I put down here, and that is like a shimmer, and that one is definitely way better. Like it's got the pigment and it's got the poof. So I would next time if I use Thalia, I would definitely go with another color. I thought about using the yellow and then putting it over it, but like I said, this is, you know, reviewing, testing out, finding out you know, if it's good and what other ways that we can make it. Other than that, the rest of the colors I used they're really good. I cannot tell you this palette is terrible. It is not. For being pressed pigments, they definitely are very pigmented, and they definitely blend pretty nicely. So if you're thinking about if I should pick this up, I could tell you, pick it up. I'm going to be doing my third look. It's going to be something simple, something natural, which I want to kind of to do today. But, you know, we are looking to find out if these brighter colors that are real hard to formulate, if they're good. So that's why I said let me do something a little intense again today, so that way you guys could see and hear my thoughts on it. As always, everything that I use, I will definitely put it down in the description below. So if you're curious about any of the makeups that I use, go ahead and check it out. And stay tuned for my next natural look. I also used the Luminous powder, which I got yesterday with that palette. Yesterday being Thursday, today's Friday, you know. But by the time you see this is a different day. This is really, really, really good. I've been using it just alone. I take my beauty blender and I just dab in, and I just dab it all over my face. Another way a friend of mine told me is that she mixes this with her setting powder, and that works as well. I will definitely try that out. I also use this from Jaclyn. This is the bomb. Love this. That's the intensity in the highlighter you see right now. And at first I went with the palette. This is the Flash. I love it. I did that. Well, obviously I did the Luminous powder first, and then I went into the Flash, and then I went boom, and I topped it off with this because, you know, I want to make sure that you all see me. Okay. So, like always, if you like this video, please don't forget to hit like. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and a little notification bell so you are notified when I upload next. And other than that, like always, remember that there is a positive in every negative. So if you're going through something rough, trust me, that positive is coming. And like always, I will put a nice little positive quote either up here, down here, wherever, you know, it wants to go, because it's up to the quote, okay? Anyways, you all take care.
Oh my god, you're gonna have to tear up now? What is with you, Lash? Why don't you like these corners? Like, why? I need to just stop winking. ASMR? No? Okay, I didn't think so.